So please combine like terms. Very good. Indeed. So these are accounted for. Plus 14x, and these are accounted for. I agree. So this will be plus 4, but I have a plus 14.
How you get 7x?
It's squared. Yeah, because it's 3x squared plus 5x.
Okay, so 3x squared plus
Oh, it's a
5x
negative
squared is
8.
8.
Oh.
Minus 1 is 7.
Hold on. So 3 plus 5 minus the x squared.
Minus 1
Where you
x
see that?
squared.
Oh, okay, okay.
Any questions on this problem? Any questions on this problem? $77, 4x squared plus y squared plus 3 minus x squared plus y squared minus 2. I'm sorry? That's true. I just copied the problem the way it was. But you're correct. Yes. So can anyone dictate the intermediate step? So 4x squared plus y squared plus 3, and then
Minus x squared
minus x squared.
plus y squared.
Careful. Yes. And very good. Since I have x and y, I would start with x and then move on to y. Unless I'm specifically told y is more powerful, do y first. And then I'll consider y first. So please combine like terms. Plus 5 because these two go away. Very good. Do we understand how to add and subtract polynomials? Do we understand how to combine like terms? Yes? Okay. I would like to look at a problem from geometry. So I'm looking at recall that the perimeter of a figure is the sum of the length of such and such. Find the perimeter of each. So I'm given 90. In 93, I'm given this figure.
Are we still going to combine like terms?
Yes, we're still in the same section. So this is 9x, this is 7, this is 2x, this is 15, this is 4x, this is 12, this is 3x, and this is 10. Please find the perimeter of this geometric figure. Can anyone give us the perimeter? How to write it first? I don't know. I'm going to write it. I'm going to start at this corner and go around it so everyone to see. 9x plus 10 plus 3x plus 12 plus 4x plus 15 plus 2x and plus 7. And now we combine like terms. 9 plus 3 is 12, and 12 plus 14 is 16, and 16 plus 2, I got 18x. Is that correct?
Yes.
And 10 plus 12, 22. correct? 37 plus 7, 44. Is it? Perfect. So this is the perimeter of this geometric figure. Any questions? 9x plus 3x plus 4x plus 2x is 18x.
And just so.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Because it's all getting added together, it doesn't really matter which side you go around.
Correct.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
No, I didn't know.
Because remember 2 plus 3 is 3 plus 2.
Yeah. No, I was just curious, like, if there was any weird.
No. So if I start at this corner to measure the perimeter, or I start at this corner to measure the perimeter, it's going to be the same.
Thank you.
Sylvia, did you get the answer? Is that okay? Okay, so here's what we have so far. We know how to combine like terms. We know what like terms and degree. And we know how to add and subtract. Now I would like to talk about evaluating polynomials. So let's suppose I'm given the following polynomial. Negative x to the third plus 2x squared minus 4. I am going to give this polynomial a name. And normally they are called P of x. P of x. It's not P times x. It's like what we had with functions, f of x. So this is P, polynomial of variable x, P of x. Okay? And let's suppose I'm asked to find P of 0. What am I asked to find then? What is given in this problem? If I'm asked to find x is given, how much? 0. We know this from functions, from section 3.6. So what will you do? You will exactly plug it in. 0 here, 0 here. What is the answer? Negative 4. What if I ask now find P of negative 1? You have to be careful now. You have to copy negative. You have to put in parentheses negative 1 and raise it to the third power. You have to write plus, copy 2, put parentheses again, and then minus 4.
So in that, you're saying that x is negative 1.
Exactly. So when I'm asked to find P of negative 1, I am told, here, x is negative 1, find the value of P when x is negative 1. So I take it very slowly in the sense that I carefully put in and replace x by negative 1, and I use parentheses every time I need to.
So can all that be simplified to 1 to the third plus negative 2 squared minus 4?
No.
Can you do all that?
No, I'm not sure what you said. So you may be right, but let's do it slowly. Negative 1 to the third power by the order of operations.
Outside of the parentheses.
Say it again.
You have a negative sign outside of the
It doesn't matter. I have to raise to a power first. The exponents first. So negative 1 to the third. Negative 1. And it happens that it has a negative 1 outside. And then plus. Negative 1 squared. One more time. Negative 1 squared. 1. So plus 2 times 1 minus 4. So now, the opposite of negative 1, or negative 1 times negative 1. 1. Plus 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 4. So now, regardless of which direction you want to go into, from left to right or right to left, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 minus 4, which one is more powerful in absolute value, I should say? So which is the sign of the outcome? Yes. And it's negative 1. Any questions on how to evaluate polynomials? Garrett, is this okay?
Yeah, I just, I guess I didn't do the exponents first, or I just saw that it was 1 and
You have to do the exponents first and then multiply. Okay, let's choose another. Okay, so P of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 2. We're asked to evaluate at 2. We're asked to evaluate at 0. And we're asked to evaluate at negative 2. Please work on this for 1 minute. I need to put my attendance in. Before I forget. William, Erica, she's not here. Tim, Nina is not. This, this, okay. Do we need more time? Okay, P of 2, 4 times 2 squared plus 3 times 2 minus 2. 2 does not need parentheses. But I have to apply the power first. I have to do the exponents first. So it's 2 squared. So 4 times 4 plus 6 minus 2. 16 plus 6 minus 2. 22 minus 2 is 20. P of 0, very clear. Now I don't have to write anything. The answer is negative 2. Now for P of negative 2, that requires a little bit of care. So 4, negative 2 in parentheses, squared plus 3 times negative 2 and minus 2. But negative 2 squared is 4. So I have 4 times 4 minus 6 minus 2. 16 minus 6 minus 2 is 8. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so evaluating polynomials is done. Now I would like to look at multiplication of polynomials. Hello. Oh, at least it's not my phone. I feel better. Okay. 5.3. Multiplying polynomials. Allow me to abbreviate poly. Okay. Yes, please.
Now what scenario is it again where you present the polynomial in descending order from powers of the variable again?
I always do that.
Is that always?
Always the final answer has to be presented in descending order of the powers of the variable, so I can, among other things, so I can identify the leading term, the leading coefficient, and obviously the degree before I even rearrange it. Crucial step. Okay? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Multiplying polynomials. There are several different situations here. Situation number 1, monomial multiplied by monomial. Situation number 2, monomial multiplied by a binomial. Oops. Situation number 3. Binomial times a binomial. And situation number 4, anything you want. Any poly times, except monomials, times by another poly. So we start by multiplying two monomials, which we already did, but you didn't know they were called monomials then. So let's choose another couple of examples and then move on. So situation number 1, monomial times a monomial. Let's say negative 3x squared multiplied by 10x to the 4th power. This is one monomial, this is a second monomial, and how do I multiply them? So what do I write? Excellent. X to the 6. Copy the base and add the exponents. Very good. Yes.
And then we use
Yes. Well, we don't divide polynomials just yet. This is just multiplication. So, oh yes,
Potential properties.
that's good. The best thing to do is to learn the lesson from class. That's the best.
So you multiply the coefficients and then add the exponents.
Exactly. So let's say number 4 on page 334. Negative, I think it's 5.2. X to the 4th. Negative 5.2. X to the 4th multiplied by 3 x to the 4th. 334.
Negative what now?
It's 5.2. Sorry, my marker. Negative 5.2 times 3.
negative.
Yes, negative 15.6.
X to the 8th.
X to the 8th power. Very good. Okay, one more. Number 7. 2x multiplied by negative 3x squared and multiplied by 4x to the 5th. So these are actually how many monomials?
3.
3. Very good. Tell me what is the answer. Yes, negative 24. X to which power? Very good. Okay, I think we, yes,
8. Okay.
I think
you
we,
add the 1 to the x.
exactly. No, 1 to 2 and 5. Situation number 2, in which we multiply a monomial by a binomial or anything else. Let's say negative 3x squared multiplied by 2x plus 3.
What page is this number 2 on?
No page yet. I just made
Example
it
2.
up. Yeah, I will choose. They're all on page 334, 335.
Now we just
That's a 3.
Say it again.
Negative.
Exactly. I have to distribute. Yes, of course. So I would have to distribute this term to these monomial, this factor, to those two terms. Negative 6x to the 3rd. I agree. Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay.
We added, we got third power because we had to add the 2 plus 1.
When we multiply, we copy the base and add the exponents. Let's look at 14. 4x multiplied by 5x squared minus 6x minus 10. Yes, 20x to the 3rd, correct? Very good. Very good, excellent. Okay. Number 19. Please stop me if you have questions. Say it again, Sylvia.
Page 334.
Everything is on. Yep. One half x squared times 8x squared minus 6x plus 1. Today I reviewed chapter 6 with my O12 class in 2 hours, the entire chapter. Okay, can anyone tell us what to write? Very good. 1 half times 8 is 4.
Minus 3x to the third power.
Minus 3x to the third power plus 1 half x squared. Do we know how to multiply a monomial by anything? By another monomial or any polynomial? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, now let's move on to multiplying two binomials. That's situation number 3. This is different. So if we have to multiply, let's say 3x squared plus 7x by x minus 2, please watch for a moment. This is what it's called FOIL. The first term gets multiplied by x, then the first term is multiplied by negative 2, then the next term, second term, is multiplied by x, and then the second term gets multiplied by negative 2. So, please dictate.
3x to the third power. Minus 7x to the second.
Let's stop for a moment and make sure that everyone understood those steps. I have to distribute 3x squared to these two terms. 3x squared times x is 3x to the third. 3x squared times negative 2 is negative 6x squared. You must put symbols between operation symbols, either addition or subtraction between these terms. Because if you omit the operation symbols, you're going to change everything into a product. And that will be incorrect. So then I'm here. Plus 7x times x, which is positive 7x squared, plus 7x times negative 2, which is negative 14x. At this point, I look at the polynomial. I realize that it has degree 3. I realize that it has to be presented in descending order, and I start with 3x cubed, and then I continue with plus x squared, and then minus 14x. This is the procedure of multiplying two binomials.
Okay, because this looks like more than two terms.
Say it again.
This is binomial by binomial, right?
Right.
I thought it was two terms.
This is a binomial which has two terms. This is a binomial which has two terms. When I multiply two terms by two terms, I can get 4 or 3 or 2. Anything can happen. I cannot get 5,
No, I just making sure.
but I can have 4 or less.
You're not adding the exponents in this situation.
Yes, we are. 3x squared times x, I copy the
Okay.
base and I add the exponents. When I multiply, for example, 7x times x, I copy the base and I add the exponents. Okay, here's another example, 26. X plus 3/5 multiplied by x minus 2/5. I know how much you love fractions.
I don't know how much I hate.
You should never be afraid of them. Ready? What should I write? Initially you have to give me 4 terms, and then we'll decide what to do next.
X squared
X squared indeed.
minus
Yes,
2/5x
yes, 2/5 x.
plus
Yes,
3/5x
yes,
Plus 1/5.
minus,
minus 1/5.
minus, minus,
6/5.
minus 6 over,
Oh, okay.
minus 6 over 25. You multiply the numerator, 3 times 2, the two numerators, 3 times 2, and you multiply the two denominators, 5 times 5. However, these are like terms. What do I get when I combine them? So the first term is x squared. Negative 2 plus 3 is
-2 plus 3 equals 1.
so positive 1/5 x minus 6 over 25. Ready?
We're
27.
I'm still stuck in this one.
Okay, go ahead.
So, how do you get x squared? Did you put 5?
You told me to write x squared.
No, I'm talking about for the, MIA.
You told me to write x squared.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the answer.
I copied x squared.
X squared.
So basically just bring that down. because
Oh,
you have no
okay.
actions.
I'm getting it. So it has to, for it to be like, it has to be x and x. Or x
Exactly.
squared and x. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm.
Yes.
Got it.
27. So 3x squared plus 1 multiplied by 4x squared plus 7. 1 minute. Ready?
I think so.
Good? Yes?
12x is 4 plus 25x squared.
Yes, yes, but I have to write it first as 21x squared plus 4x squared plus 7. Perfect. Do you all agree with this step?
Yep.
So then 12x to the 4th, and then, perfect, 25x squared and plus 7. Can we move on now from away from binomial times binomial? Are we okay with that? Okay, situation 4. Problem 37, which is x minus 2 multiplied by x squared minus 3x plus 7. What are we multiplying now?
Anything?
A binomial times a a trinomial. So a binomial times a trinomial. So this is no longer FOIL. Okay, so here's what we need to do. If you want to watch just the first example, and then we'll have plenty of examples. So I have to distribute x this time to 3 terms, and then -2 to 3 terms. So x times x squared, x times -3x, and x times 7. Now I'm distributing -2 to x squared, and -2 to -3x. Good. And -2 to +7, -14. Of course, I have to identify the degree because I don't know where to start. So the degree is good. So then I know I have to start with x cubed, and there is nothing like term with it. So then I have to continue with x squared. What do I get? -5x squared. And then I continue with x. What do I get? Plus 13x, and then -14. And now if I ask you again, what is the degree of this polynomial? How many terms does it have? 4. What is the leading term? Leading term. And what is the leading coefficient? 1. One more time. What is the degree?
3,
How many terms?
4,
What is the leading term?
1,
X cubed. What is the leading coefficient? 1. Very good. So now here's one for you, 41. So 2a minus 3 and 5a squared minus 6a plus 4. Ready? And before I forget, David had a question about this. Okay, so only 4.1 from chapter 4. And we started chapter 5. So between now and Tuesday, you have to look at all of these. You have to look at all of these. And you have to look at all of these between now and Tuesday. And I will assign homework for Thursday. So that's where we are right now. So I'm hoping to finish this next week. So I can start. I need 3 weeks on this. Okay?
So
Yes.
that is 3.
Yes, 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
10a to the 3rd power minus 12a to the 2nd power
I agree.
plus 8a
Correct.
minus 15a to the 2nd power plus 18a minus 12.
Excellent. What is the degree of this polynomial?
3
Okay, so then I have to start with 10a cubed.
a cubed minus 27a to the 2nd
Correct.
plus 26a
Correct.
minus 12.
Good. How many terms does this polynomial have?
4.
Okay. What is its degree?
3.
What is the leading term? 10a cubed. What is the leading coefficient?
10.
10. Okay, let's now multiply. $69. 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 multiplied by 2x squared minus 4x plus 3. What am I multiplying now? Two trinomials. So please watch for a second. I'll let you do it, but I just want to make sure that you understand that now I have to distribute 3x squared to 3 terms, 2x squared to 3 terms, and at the end, negative 4 to 3 terms. How many terms will I get initially?
No.
Exactly. One with 3, the second one with 3, and the third one with 3. So the first step, you have to have 9 terms. And then identify the degree, and so on and so forth. We have a lot of work between now and Tuesday, but it's not difficult, and I think everyone understood it from class. Let me know when you're ready.
Got it.
Do we need more time? Okay. I'm worried about people who are missing today. Almost done? Ready? Okay, can anyone dictate?
3.6x is 4 minus 12x cubed
Plus 9x.
plus 9x squared.
Do you all agree with these 3 terms? Okay, now I'm here, I'm distributing 2x to these 3.
Plus 4x to the third. Minus 2x squared. Wait a minute.
Minus 8.
Oh, I
Squared.
forgot to do the 8. Okay. That's minus 8. Plus 6x.
Do you all agree with the next 3 terms? Derek? You okay? Okay, now we distribute negative 4 to these three terms. Ready?
Minus 3 to the third is 8.
Minus 8x squared plus
16
and minus.
minus 12.
Good. What is the degree of this polynomial?
4.
So I have to start with 6x to the fourth, and it's by itself. And then I have these.
Minus 8x.
Good. Now I have this, and this, and this.
Minus 15x.
So I have 16, and then I have a 9. So minus 16 plus 9. Right? Minus 16 plus 9. Negative 7. And now I have these. So plus 22x and minus 12. Is this okay? Everyone? Everyone? How many terms does this polynomial have? What is its degree? What is its leading term? And the leading coefficient? 6. Very good. Okay. Now I would like to look at two situations, and then I'll stop. Promise. Here's one. And here's the other. Okay? And after this, I promise to stop. What does x minus 3 mean? Sorry. What does x minus 3 squared mean?
1 minus 9.
This is not a product. We have not discussed this before.
Less than a number squared.
So, is there any other way of writing this?
There you go.
We have not discussed this. You cannot apply the rules from a product raised to a power.
Okay, so we don't know that.
Okay, Derek? So when I say 2 squared, what am I asking you to do? Right. So when I say x minus 3 squared, what am I really telling you? Okay, one more time. Correct. Very good. X minus 3 times x minus 3, which I know how to perform.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Oh, you do 4.
okay.
Correct. So this is x squared. Please do not use the rules from exponentials to this.
So that's squared.
And minus 3x
Minus
3x minus 3x
and
plus
good. Please combine like terms.
x.
minus 6x.
Minus 6x
Plus
plus 9. Good. So now let's look on the other side. What does when I say to you x minus 3 cubed, what do I mean?
X minus 3 times x minus 3 times x minus 3.
Perfect. So this is what I mean. But I already multiplied these two, and I have the answer. Instead of this, what would you tell me to write?
X squared minus 6.
Now we have two options. You can distribute x squared to these two and negative 6 to these two, or 9 and 9 to these two, or the other way around. X to these three terms, this is what I prefer to do, and negative 3 to these three terms. So I'm ready when you are.
X to the third power
X to the third power,
minus 6x to the second power
right?
plus 9x
Very good.
Minus 3x to the third power Oh, wait, why is it second?
because it's
Oh, and
negative
then I have an X on it, okay.
plus
Plus 18X
and minus
Negative 27.
minus 27. Good. The degree of this polynomial?
3.
Okay, so I start with x cubed, and then
Subtract negative 16 from negative 3 and you get negative 19x squared.
no, negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9,
Oh, I did 16. I'm sorry.
and then plus 27x and minus 27. One remark here, and I'm done. Power 2 on a, what is this? This is very important.
Power
This sentence is very important. Please wait. Please don't pack. Please don't pack. Yes, I did forget. Please, 1 second. Power 2 on a, what is this? Binomial. We know the terminology now. Power 2 on a binomial results in a, what is this? Trinomial. And finally here, power 3 on a binomial